You can't take the jar from me.
No, none of you fuckers are getting me to sing. No, I'm not doing this.
This week on The Hapless Heroes.
We've all got good attitudes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco, and today I am your host and DM as we continue this jarless adventure. Before we get started, do what I always do every week and introduce my wonderful cast of characters. You know them, you love them. To my virtual left, we have Dave playing March.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzboar.
I'm ready for a good old two-step. Let's get going. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
I wonder if I can get gummy humans at this grocery store.
Sebastian as Choom Deloom.
Everybody, I sent the list to March. Do you need anything?
And Lewis as Lev Zangiv.
And it is pronounced what? Chiropractor?
When we last left off, you guys landed at the settlement of Timberfall on the forested moon of Elmer's Rest. Kind of, debated amongst yourself. Well, first, y'all successfully, I guess, rid yourself of the pirate situation. And so now y'all are looking to take some much needed rest here on Elmer's Rest. You're in this sort of frontier town of Timberfall, which is the largest settlement here on Elmer's Rest. Kind of describe this as sort of, you can see sort of the remnants of the initial settlement, like containerized sort of settlement, buildings that would have been here, plus a bunch of wooden buildings, as this isn't a massive forested moon that have been constructed since then. It kind of looks like an old West town set, at the base of a waterfall, right? I mentioned that there was this, river that runs through, and you were sort of on the southern side of this settlement of Timberfall, and y'all were just leaving the spaceport, or docking, landing area essentially, to check out the local trading post, as well as, secure yourselves maybe some lodgings and, get to know the locals a little bit around here, who've already been very warm with you and very welcoming so far. It doesn't seem like they get a whole lot of visitors, at least from what you've been told. And there was, some sort of cut of the camera to a jar, but that was not for you. So, Lev, you have a question.
Yes. What do all of the locals look like?
Like I said, they're mostly...
Is it easy to spot them out?
Mostly human.
Do they wear a specific type of clothing?
They are. I did describe they are all mostly wearing jumpsuits and brimmed, large brimmed hats.
I gotta give me one of those while we leave.
Many of them have
Does it seem
also harnesses and holsters and other things that are exterior to the jumpsuits, right? Based on what they're doing. It could be tools, could be, could be weapons at their hip. This is very much an open carry type of settlement. Everyone... Are
they different types of hats, or is it the same hat?
It's all different types. There appears to be, maybe there is some sort of haberdashery about.
Haberdashery,
yeah. As there are, varying, sizes of, varying gallons of hats. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Does there seem to be a hierarchy of power based on the hats?
Yes. Upon quick observation, I think that would be difficult to tell. Why don't y'all give me an insight check as y'all are walking out more into the southern part of this settlement, which is where the trading post is as well.
Insight.
Insight.
Choom is completely enamored by the culture and the aesthetic. I rolled a fucking 6.
Also a 6.
I rolled an unnatural 19.
It's dirty.
How unnatural.
Well, it was an 18, but I have a +1.
Yeah,
so.
Yes.
I'm
Glorp, that would just be your.
9.
I was gonna say that would just be your wisdom if you don't have a proficiency there.
I'm at an 11.
9. Okay, well, Lev.
Yes, I am no stranger to weird.
Oh wait, I am proficient in it. 11.
Yay.
Wait, I'm proficient and I have an X next to it. Why is there an X next to it? Oh, there's just an X because I didn't fill it in originally. Never mind. Yes.
Okay.
11.
double proficient.
Lev. There does not appear necessarily to be a hierarchy when it comes to the size or shape of the hat. However, you do notice there are a few individuals with smaller, tighter, like almost like sheriff type hats, that are like black hats that are like walking around. You can see that there's actually a badge on the hat. So there appears to be some form of local law enforcement, but they're otherwise dressed mostly the same as others. They just kind of wear a hat they do wear the hat to signify,
Right.
at least that they are a law enforcement officer. But that's more the ornament on the hat than the hat itself.
A charm.
Yeah.
A croc charm, if you
Yeah.
will. Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's sort of like an upside. It's like a 6-pointed star.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
And what color is
The hats are
is
the
hat
hats
that
are
it
black.
adorns?
In every case that you've seen it so far in passing. There haven't been too many, right? But you have noticed a couple like.
So not all the locals wear the hats.
Not everyone is wearing a hat, no, but most people are.
Interesting.
It is like as you're kind of walking in, like out of the port, like you're noticing there's not a lot of shade outside of what is right now. There's not a lot of shadow being cast from the redwood trees that are surrounding this big clearing at the base of this waterfall, right? And like the cliff, right, is not providing any shelter from the sun either. And you notice it's kind of warm.
I brew up and down.
I kind of wish you had a hat.
I'm like, you're so big, we could sail shade. This is quite warm out there. You just see me like slightly adjust to stand in Brew's shadow.
Yeah, and you're kind of squinting like almost sometimes too, because like the sunlight is like reflecting off of some of the cobblestone streets that have been constructed here. Not all the streets. There's no like paved roads here. There are some what appear to be if in some parts of the settlement there appear to be at least some like metal like pads put down to allow like vehicles to maybe like get up and onto the to dock, to load stuff onto ships or whatnot that come through here. But if it's not like a constructed like metal sort of like ramp or riser platform, it's like cobbled roads and dirt roads. You notice that if there are any vehicles around here, they're mostly like like open topped like buggy type vehicles. With like storage crates on the back versus like any sort of like cars or vans or trucks or stuff like that, right? It's a lot of like very lightweight of vehicles, but you're also noticing that there are like what appears to be also like bags of weights like tied to or secured to these vehicles as well. Again, I did mention you all feel a little bit lighter as you're walking around this place. Like it just kind of feels like every step comes a little bit easier to you. It just feels like slightly, you're still kind of getting used to it because you just would almost expect more of your body weight to come down as you're taking every step.
This place is awesome.
Nice.
Everyone here too looks like relatively like I mean, like I said, it's mostly human folk. I did mention there were the occasional none of you have ever seen a furbolg before in your lives, but there are some of those about.
Hey, I don't
just
judge.
like big purple or green and like kind of very stocky, big bulbous noses, just very like large and stocky, bulky features, very much taller than a lot of the other human folk walking around here. They too, though, wear hats most of the time. A lot of people are wearing hats, maybe mostly just to kind of shade themselves from the sun that seems to sort of be constantly like just bearing down.
So nice.
You'll notice that the local time hasn't changed much. As far as like, chronologically it has, time has passed, but as far as like the sun's position is not changing a whole lot, comparatively speaking to, like most cycles or like rotation cycles that like a planet would do, right?
Well, damn.
So it appears to be that maybe the sunlight on this moon might be a bit uneven based on maybe concentric rotations or whatnot that are happening between the planet orbits and the sun.
I did put a text in the fictional, or no, not items and shopping requests.
Yes, okay. You text that to March, not Percy.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes, because Percy doesn't have his phone.
Is this in like a group chat that we have?
I would love that. That'd be great.
Let's establish that now so we can reference it, right? Like, is this the group chat that
going.
Percy's not in?
Yes.
Well, he also
Can we
doesn't
actually
even have his
make
phone
a
anyway.
channel
He can be in it.
Can we make a channel called group chat in here so that we can
Just like text each other.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? I'm into it.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec.
We do that in my campaign too.
Group chat.
Would Choom
What would we
text
name our
in
group
full
chat?
words like that?
Group chat.
Would Choom type in full words like that?
Yeah, or would he be
Use
putting the
R
number
for
4s and R's and U's?
Oh, God.
And I'm trying to determine how. I feel like Choom would be a short form kind of dude, but not
Maybe.
up on current lingo necessarily for everything.
what would
It's true.
we name our group chat?
I don't know. What would Percy not find suspicious?
This is a group chat that everybody except for
We need
Percy
two
is
names.
in.
Yeah.
We need two names. We need the one for the one he is in, and we need the one for the one he's not
That
in.
one's just group chat. And then the one that Percy's not in has to be something that Percy wouldn't be like. Does Percy smokes? I've seen him. Wait, does Percy smoke cotton motion?
It's called Choom's Nudes.
Oh,
Nice. Choom's nudes. There's no way he's getting in that.
Choom's nudes, and it has 4 members. It's like, who the fuck? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Like NOODS or NU?
Absolutely.
Yes.
NOODZ.
NODZ, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna
Wait.
the typing thing was so bad.
Are you literally going to exclude yourself from this chat?
I can't because I own the server, but I mean, you know me, I don't metagame, so. It's terrible for radio, but it's perfect for screenshotting or sending to our Discord channels as it's appropriate.
Also, it's okay sometimes for little things to just be for us.
Exactly. So you forwarded this. You sent this to Choom's News,
The
correct?
shopping. No, I'm sending that to the
But
group chat.
you're sending that to the actual group chat so that Percy sees
Yeah.
what you said about.
I absolutely 100% do not care.
Okay.
Well, Percy's phone isn't here anyway, right?
Exactly.
So Percy's not going to see this message for a while.
I'm glad you pick it up what I'm putting down.
I'm just thinking Choom is like super, super blue collar, right? So he's probably taking the short form of texting and not necessarily
that's
From my
100%
spelling
J
all
phone
of these.
SE. That's what text messages from my aunt look like.
That was the idea.
He's got a signature still on all of her texts.
Yeah, it's got a signature. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Of course, Lev signs his texts.
He's definitely got a signature. Yeah.
Well, signature, yes, that's professional. That's of course, yes, must use.
How else will they know who it is? No one saves name in phone.
Dude,
just
you look at
number.
Lev's phone, and it's just phone numbers.
His contacts.
It's just phone numbers.
It's all phone numbers.
No names.
No names. Yeah, it's all phone numbers. It's like, I save phone in number. That is what I am doing. Like, I call phone later and say, who is this? Hello. Why are you calling my number? How did you get your phone number in my phone?
I genuinely believe that Choom's the kind of person that he's in a bunch of group chats, but he doesn't. You know how like when someone's in a group chat, but they just keep sending the text they mean to send to just you to the group chat, and you're like, hey, you're talking to me in a group chat, and I'm like, wait, which one am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to go. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna reply in either of them without impunity. If Percy sees, Percy sees. Man, Percy's being a real stick in the mud. Sends to just Percy.
Okay, so as you're leaving the area, like the loading areas and like the landing like pad, like where all the landing pads are, and where like this little mini spaceport is, you do see a few people, again dressed very similarly, wearing like sort of tool belts and things like that, and you can see them as you're like exiting the bay. They are like holding up signs like repair services or other things. They're like advertising like I'm a mechanic, put me hire me for your ship, or like I'm like a medic, or like I can cook or something like that. There's people like looking for work, it seems like that, and y'all are the first travelers that have come through, it seems like, in a while, and so they're just like kind of walking with you, like hey, you looking for a mechanic, you looking for a chef, you looking for then you got some room on that ship for another one, I'm just looking to make a little bit of money. You can pay, we'll do some work for you.
You're gonna pay us to do work for us? What?
They said if you can pay.
What'd you say, Lorb? I'm sorry.
We don't have money or space.
That's facts, though.
Maybe not announce that, everybody.
And some like disappointed looks, but they just kind of look a little dejected, kind of go back about their business then, because it's not like there doesn't really seem to be a stream of ships coming through to do business. It's just how it goes, right? You never really know when the next folks are going to come through. You can only hope that what you have to offer is going to be enough to maybe get some trade going, when it comes to this stuff, or at least be sustainable. So, not too far from here is, on the south side of the river of Timberfall is the trading post, where a lot of the, it is quote unquote high noon, so most stalls and otherwise would be open. It is sort of like this big strip. Like a sort of a road that crosses the main road that heads north from the landing pads. That heads to the bridge, right? That would cross to the northern part of Timberfall, which you would assume maybe is more where people are like living. A lot more like the residential units and stuff like that. But there's like a road that sort of crosses this main street that appears to be the sort of trading post. And there's like an inn. It looks like a saloon. It's even got the swinging doors and everything. It's all made out of wood or whatever. And you can still see there's some shops that appear to be run out of some of these old shipping containers, or like settlement type containers, and others are just tents and stands. All kinds of things for sale here. We're talking everything from clothing. Like lots of different people making hats. There appears to be some sort of trade in strange exotic furs that you can, from what you can tell, and leathers and whatnot, possibly from whatever wildlife or things that are trappings are happening here on this moon. All very, very strange like pelts and colors, things you're not necessarily, they don't look familiar to you. They doesn't look like it came from any creature that you know of. You can also see that there's even people selling different like cold treats, because it is you're noticing again it is a bit warm just in the sun, so there's people selling icy cones and things like that, just shaved ice with shaved or some strange you can see there's certain contraptions set up to they're making these little nutrition cubes of some kind, that are they come out looking like little ice cream sandwiches essentially. And then there's people selling different, it looks like ship scrap, metal, there's raw materials. There appears to be scrap. There appears to be, different tools. Looks like a lot of, there may be tools that were even made here from what you can tell. There's just, there's a whole manner of different things for sale, but it does look like a lot of this was either acquired through trade or salvage, or was made here.
Nice. All right, you guys I'll know what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a look around. If you want to try to find us, maybe somewhere we can stay, or maybe even get some go have a meal. Maybe I'll get you. Maybe I'll order a round of pretzels if they do that sort of thing over here when we're done.
Yeah, okay.
I also need a new phone, so I'm hoping that there's some sort of used electronics situation going on over here, so I can get set up again and just be able to stay in contact if I have to wander off for a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna take the big boys to the hospital or maybe a church. I really don't know. I haven't figured out where we landed on that. And then we're gonna go find somewhere to drink. Sleep.
Yeah, the group splits, right? We have 3 and 3, right? So Glorp is with March and Percival, and then Brew, Choom, and Lev start looking for maybe medical services. And you actually do see, one of the locals as you're passing by, there's other people shopping here and whatnot, perusing some things, does say to you oh, not looking too hot there, fellers. Looking for some medical attention.
Can I get an insight?
Sure.
I want to see. Does he seem like a hot,
genuinely concerned?
No good. Yeah. Let's see. You're saying the opposites, but I think people get it.
Like a medical doctor or like a chainsaw doctor?
For me, that will be a dirty 12.
I mean, not necessarily this person does not look like a doctor. They are just observing the 2 wounded individuals you are traveling with, Choom. Which, by the way, which of the 2 of them has given you uppies, if any?
I think I was on left shoulder.
Are you walking around
from
the talls and bigs
beginning.
right now?
Hell no. With all these boots, some of them even got spurs. What does that even mean?
Last I checked, you were on Lev. I just don't remember if that still remains true. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have stayed as long as he didn't kick me off.
Okay, so no, this guy looks like just an ordinary fella with some sort of gallon hat, and he's just I was just commenting on the fact that y'all look like you've seen better days. With some pirates get you or something? Doesn't look like y'all from around here. Just gonna maybe point you in the direction of our clinic so maybe they can get the proper care that they need.
Bro, they're talking. I think they're speaking the same language you do.
We don't speak different languages.
Yes. That is a good point. My good friend Choom here was just telling me that you could heal us. Is that what you're saying?
No,
he was just giving a smile.
I can't. I'm just. Listen, I'm just a scrap. I just look for, I'm just a salvager. I come and sell scrap to some of the merchants here, and just an honest living, But no, we have a medical clinic just up the road there on the other side of the bridge. Do you need a ride? I got a little buggy here. I can just kind of scoot you over there real quick.
This is a free ride, is what you're saying? Of charge?
Yeah, you just look really hurt. I want to get you some medical attention, my friend.
I roll an insight on his.
This is what we're doing today.
Suspicious you are.
Choom is just these people are polite, and that's what he kind of means by Brew. They're speaking because Choom doesn't want to say anything that might just upset the balance here or that offend anyone.
What's your insight?
He's just
18.
This person seems pretty genuinely concerned for your well-being and is offering you a free ride so you don't have to walk to the clinic.
When you're like a tricky DM is when we as the players check every character's intentions.
It's fine. I've built this up over the however many years we've been playing together, I guess.
There are no free rides in D&D.
We've done this to ourselves.
You are kind, but it is off-putting in year of 3286, I must say. It is very strange.
Listen, we pride ourselves in our sense of community here in Timberfall. Okay, it takes a village to keep a settlement like this running, and so we do our best to be as hospitable to visitors as we can because we need all the outside trade and other things we can get, and I'm just trying to offer you a warm welcome here to Timberfall on Elmer's West. In fact, my name's Cleve Byrne. What's yours?
Cleveburn. It is a pleasure. Yes, we are trying to get to Hospitable. It is exactly where we are trying to go. Yes. That is much appreciative. My name is Lev. And this is...
I've never heard someone say their own name so
questionably.
Yeah, so questionably, right?
And these are my friends who I will let themselves say their names out loud right now.
Well, now I'm Brew.
Howdy.
Very nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, a pleasure. How about you, sir? He looks at you, Choom.
Hi. Mate, you call me Choom.
Choom. Fantastic to meet y'all. We don't get too many visitors here. It's been quite some time.
I think I'm still wearing my name tag. Am I not?
I mean, I'm what? Are you wearing a shirt right now?
No, it's like Velcroed to my hair.
Your chest hairs.
Gross. Sure. Okay. Well, he's like, well, friends, now that we've made our introductions, just my buggy's right over here. Why don't we just hop on in? Get yourself, find a comfy seat. We'll be there and lickety split.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Cletus, that is a good idea. I will get in car.
Cleburn, but that's okay. I'm no good with names either. I actually forgot all three of your names already, but I think it was.
That's actually really perfect.
Chum?
Yeah. You actually nailed that.
All right, man. This old memory, sometimes it just ain't the greatest. But at least this guy's wearing a name tag. I won't forget Brew. And then
Brew just points at his name tag.
He's seeing this as he's driving y'all down the road now, like up this like dirt, cobblestone path, road up, and I can go over this very large wooden bridge to the northern section of this settlement, and there's a clinic not far from there. It just it looks like a building that was constructed. It looks like it appears to be partially two containers, and then a wooden extension has been built onto it as well that goes up a bit. And he's like, all right, this is our clinic here. You're just gonna go in there, and I'll go in, introduce you to one of the doctors on that team. I think might be Elaine that's working today. So we'll just get you in there, we'll get you patched up and back on your feet in no time, and then y'all can go and be about your business. Just I can't in good conscience see someone walking around looking like that without offering up whatever services we got.
You're a very kind, lowly buggy driver. I hope that you rise from your status soon.
Oh, thank you.
And you are going to introduce us to Doctor?
Yeah. Come on. And so he, walks you over to the door. You walk in. It looks like
you wear many shells, Cletus.
You wear many shells. Holy fuck. Okay. I mean, he takes you in. He introduces you to the doctor on duty. Kind of looks you over and just says, "Oh, looks like y'all took a bit of a tumble. Be happy to administer some. We got plenty of healing stims to go around. I mean, y'all are visitors here. Consider it an act of hospitality, a warm welcome here, free of charge. Just take a seat over there. We'll get you patched up."
This is making me really uncomfortable.
We do not want no hostility. We just want the hospitable. We're looking for...
He means...
Yeah, no one said anything about hostility. It looks like y'all have seen enough. I'm just asking you to take a seat right over there. I'll get you checked out, and we'll administer some healing, and be on your merry way. Everything will be fine.
From now on, whenever any person speaks on this world, Choom's gonna nod and then look at Brew. Because he started to explain what's going on here.
I just think they're trying to be nice. Let's take their
Lev pulls his phone out.
Let's take their hospitality and just accept it.
Lev does what?
Lev pulls his phone out.
Oh. And sends a message to
that's
the
what they're
group
doing.
chat. Okay.
I'm sorry. One time I met a group of people like this in the mountain, and they eat people. So
We're going to cut the camera to the other group at the trading post. March and Glorp, your phones buzz. You see the text message from Lev. It says, "Chum, Gletus, kinda sus, no?" And then signature, obviously, because Lev signs all of his text messages.
March sighs heavily, sets his phone to silent, and puts it in his pocket.
As far as supplies and things like that, there appear to be, Percival seems pretty confident that there's enough scrap and other materials here that he might be able to, procure enough things to start repairs on the ship, or at least bring things back and let Chum take a look at the engines, because that's his specialty. Percy's going to work on all the other stuff that he can and getting the fabricator back up and running. He doesn't seem too concerned with anything as far as shopping is concerned, but as far as anything, are there any other specialty things that were not included, I guess, in your shopping requests, right? That we've tracked, because I'll give a summary afterwards we're done. It's mostly supplies here. There do appear to be some folks selling some spare medicine and things like that. So there are some very basic healing stims for sale. Your 2d4 type, smaller stims. There are, like I said, foods, furs, materials, leathers, metals, and whatnot. There are some scrap electronic parts as well. In fact, Percy does go over there and buys a very, very clearly refurbished communication device. It's a phone, but it's definitely you can definitely tell it's an older generation of tech. But it's this will do. I guess it's the best I could find out. How much for this? And, you see him trying to haggle with somebody to try to get a working phone, and then get signed into it.
March is going to be rummaging through bins. He's looking for the kind of stuff you'd find out here in the wilderness that you wouldn't even be able to get anymore in civilization. So cables for older
I'll tell you
specs of things,
think about
weird
think about an
connectors.
open air flea market, essentially, right? In a settlement like this, you would imagine that when they came here, depending on how long ago it was, there was one type of connector, and then maybe tech changed, and now it's a different type of connector. So when I tell you that there is a dongle for everything, because people are just offloading or selling, maybe they're as someone who does this themselves and has since trimmed it down to one box, I am a cable hoarder.
We all are.
Right. And so, this very much looks like a cable hoarder's collection here, as far as just there is any and every kind of cable, dongle, connector, accessory that you can think of, that has been released over the last 10 to 30 years.
Yeah, so it's the equivalent of finding a couple of ultra wide scuzzies, that
things
kind of
yes,
the really obscure
ribbon
stuff,
tape, connectors, right?
Yeah, PCM CIA cards. Yeah, lots of IDE ribbon cables.
There's as far as newer tech, there are some newer stand. You can see some newer wiring, electronic standard type equipment that does exist here, or at least parts of it. Right, you would imagine maybe salvaged off of either ships or, sold here by other scrap, dealers. There is also another planet here that does that. You learned that there were other mining operations, other things, and salvage operations that were happening on. So you can very much, this could be, just the products of intersystem trade, and salvaging from whatever remnants were left behind of whatever happened here in the system.
Yeah.
However long it's been around.
My ultimate goal is that no matter what Percival or Chum wind up getting here, I will be able to actually interface it with something useful on the ship.
You should be able to, yes. I will say that, there were requests in the group chat for hats. I know that.
Tiny cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Very important.
A couple people looking for a cowboy hat of some kind.
And ones of other colors.
There, in fact, I guess Glorp is at the stand right now. So, audience, just so that the audience is understanding what I'm reacting to, or why I'm stumbling or stuttering a little bit, is because I'm watching the in character group chat scroll by right now, And Glorp appears to be trying on cowboy hats at this present moment in time and sending pictures of themselves, trying them on, and asking, like, hey, how about this one or how about this one? So, Glorp, you are at the cowboy hat stand. You see that there are, many different sizes, shapes, and otherwise of hats. You will notice, though, that none of these hats are black.
Or blue.
Or blue. There is a purple.
Is there a tiny one?
Is it? Yeah. Is the purple one? Is there a tiny purple hat?
There.
Or what are the choom-sized hat color options?
Mostly, it's like either like various shades of brown. You have like light grays. Again, no dark blacks or blues really. And then there's a yellow one as well.
You. Oh. It's completely up to you, Glorp. I will not influence your decision in any way, shape, or form.
What are you laughing about? It's just a yellow hat.
Which hat is the most decorative? No, you know what? I go with the yellow hat.
The red one, actually.
Why am I even asking?
It is red with
okay.
white with white accents and stitching.
It's a tough decision. Like I can see you really. Nicole's putting a lot of
It's
thought
like
into this.
Percival and March are like rummaging through bins and like scrap piles, like picking out the useful things, right? Loading up. There's like hand carts that they have as well that you can like use to like wheel stuff around or maybe bring stuff back to the docking bay, which is not that far from here. The docking area. Not docking. Sorry, landing. Right? You're not docked. You're landing. And Glorp is just like scratching their chin, question mark, as they, are experiencing analysis paralysis for the type of head accessories they wish to purchase. So we're gonna
I have both tiny hats in one hand, and then I have a hat for myself in another hand, and then I've grown like an additional extension that has another hat that I feel like Lev would probably like. I picked out like a somewhat traditional, 5-gallon cowboy hat.
The thing is, though, it would almost have to be a smaller hat for Lev because of his horn. Because he had described when we were in our little break of like how the hat would have to be in front of the horn and pressed up against it, right, and strapped around his chin because of the fact that it's kind of in the way to wear a hat technically like right on top of his head. You'd have to find one that's not like too large for him. It doesn't have to be tiny.
Okay, I mean, we're really in the country. Is there, or like the country, is there the equivalent of, yes, the frontier. Is there like a cowboy hat visor that's like hollow, like
half,
you would wear
like a half hat?
Or like, if you were like the person dealing in like a poker game, right? How they've got like a visor, but a cowboy hat brim.
Okay, you know what? I need someone to illustrate this, so I'm gonna say yes, it exists.
Perfect. I found the giant cowboy hat brim poker dealer hat
cowboy
thing.
hat visor.
I'm gonna reach out to my friend who drew the jar, and I'm gonna see if she wants to take a crack at the cowboy hat visor and try to get some sort of proof of concept for the group in a little bit. Yeah. But yes, there absolutely is, because I love the sound of this.
Perfect. Yep, I get that. And I've got it in one of my multiple, I'm just like, there's an extra limb kind of holding, and I've got like 5 or 6 hats at this point that I'm walking. I'm just basically picking one hat for everyone, but I've got 2 for Choom because I couldn't decide between the really fancy and the yellow.
Okay. So we'll say that you've picked out hats for everybody. The hats themselves, they're listed at about 20 GP each.
The silence was man. Oh my!
It's Frontier System, and they're handmade.
Honestly, I didn't check, and 20 GP doesn't seem that bad, so I just head to the counter with the hats. I feel like I have at least enough. Yeah, I've got a bunch of gold.
What's gold?
I'll send it to your GPAP.
My notes indicate that I would have had
GP app, right?
Yes, I love that GPAP. GP app.
Yeah.
I should have
Says Cash App,
1,600
yep.
in my
GPApp.
in my personal GPAP.
Well,
Your
GPAP.
GPAP. Your GPAP wallet. You hear Percival shout something like 1,000. Okay. Can we maybe go a little lower? As you see him trying to haggle with some scrap dude, he's got like a pile of like different like metals and other like doodads, like like mechanical doodads, potentially to repair some things on the ship.
And perhaps maybe even enhance it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Making sure.
So Percival's actively trying to haggle.
Oh God, someone please.
We're going to cut the camera to the group, again at the medical facility. Y'all, at this point, the doctor has patched all of you up, and you're okay. And Cleveburn, stuck it out with you. Wade, he's like, can I offer you a ride back into the trading post? Get back to your companions there. I'm heading back that way myself. Like I said, I couldn't let the wounded just walk around without getting any proper attention.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would prefer to walk, it's okay too. Listen, it ain't much out here, but it is kind of beautiful. If you want to even just go take a minute and hop on that bridge, watch that, take in the sights. And he points at the gigantic waterfall in the background.
The beautiful, serene. This place seems just a little too good to be true, if you ask me. But hey, where do you guys rest your heads if you don't own a home here? You got a tavern, an inn, a bar.
Oh yeah, it's on that strip, the same strip where the trading post is. We got a couple saloons and rooms for rent.
Drug dealers.
And what? I'm sorry.
Scroll dealers. Wait, what do you... Brew, can you translate for me, please?
Scroll dealers.
He's,
He's
making the smoking symbol, like... Come on, man. Were you bored yesterday?
Jim
I
just
think...
did the universal symbol of smoking by putting his thumb and forefinger together in a pinched
we
fashion.
do have a couple local plantations that do grow a small amount of scroll materials. I will say that, it's not the best, but we do what we can. We don't get a lot coming in. You know what I mean? It's really hard to procure those types of things, especially when Astrotech's cornered the market on so many of the distribution rights. And we're not trying to live within the boundaries of that type of corporate hellscape. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, brother. Immediately warms up. Love this place. This place is... Can we move here? Once we, find your kids, and stuff. This is great. Yeah, we'll take a ride back, actually. We'll take a ride to that inn, please.
Oh, sure, yeah. He hops into the buggy and offers all of you a ride to the inn.
You guys coming?
Clevo, you have been very, very good for us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Like I said, welcome to our little settlement here. We're little. I guess it's grown quite a bit over the years, hasn't it? I remember the day we all got here like it was yesterday, even though it's been, probably been over 100 years.
What race is this man?
Yeah. What's that?
What race is this man?
Human.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, a lot of time out in the sea. You know what I'm saying? Wandering, maintaining my youthful figure, as they say, but there ain't real no secret besides just prolonged time at sea. Wasn't always easy, but I'm glad that we've been able to make some kind of home here, and now I feel like I can just kind of grow old in peace, hopefully, as long as them pirates don't give us no trouble. Fortunately, they'd be driving off all of our visitors, kind of cutting into some of our profits and whatnot, being able to sustain ourselves as a independent trade hub. But it's okay. At the same time, they do keep some of the extra riffraff out of this system too. So it's a double-edged sword. Just wish
Hey, bro,
we could come to some sort of agreement with them so that maybe they could stop robbing all them traders and instead maybe just focus on security. But the sheriffs around these parts have had no luck in any sort of negotiations with them pirates. You know, they're them pirates, and that's how they be. You know, no sense of honor except for whatever's good for themselves. But that ain't my place to comment. Anyway,
Brew, how do you say in politese? We can totally beat their ass for you if you want, but how much is that gonna run you?
He turns to Cleve and says, "We would be obliged to give you our services if ever you run into these pirates again."
oh, I mean that is a very brave thing to offer.
Finger
but
guns.
I'm not the sheriff around here. You may want to go down to sheriff's office, check and see if they got them bounties posted. Maybe you can pick one of those up and talk to them about that. I'm just a guy.
And what would that sheriff's name be, Clevo?
Oh goodness. I need a very sheriffy name, and so I'm gonna go to
quickly.
the name bucket.
I must know, so I talk to him. We will take care of vampirates. I will.
Vampires.
Oh my god.
Because they asked to come in, yeah, but they did just walk into the ship without actually being invited.
Lev is spiraling.
Lev is
He's
spiraling.
losing his
Give
mind.
me 1 second. I gotta go to the name bucket. Name bucket.
He's like
Name bucket.
quick draw McGee.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Thank you, Give a Bite. It's Sheriff Harold Swanson Jaeger. Yeah. Harold Swanson Jaeger. He's the sheriff around these parts, and he's got a few deputies that he may help. He's employed to kind of keep peace around here. But anything is, they haven't had too much to do besides keeping out some of the hostile wildlife.
We will find this Swanson Jaeger. Thank you.
Thank you.
You may go, Clevo. We will talk to you soon. Actually, wait. Can we put Clevo in the group chat with no Percy?
Hey, Cleves.
Why you gotta be this way to the poor
Cleves
man?
made it, but Percy can't. Poor Percy.
It's called Choom's Nudes, but you can ignore that.
I love that Brew is part of it, but doesn't respond to any of it.
Look at
We're having way too much fun with this group chat thing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, this is great
This
because,
is what
like I said,
happens
like
when
some
I
of
go
this,
away for a few minutes.
some of this stuff is going to end up in our, shared. Like, if some parts of this are going to end up shared in our community Discord, so you get to see some of this little extra fun stuff.
Man.
Anyway,
Yeah, we went hard.
so
right.
yeah, I mean the group chat continues to buzz about. Percival does get his phone connected and does send a message. 1 second.
I can't wait to get my hat. I'm so excited.
Me too, but I don't know about that yellow one. There's like a story about this really curious guy that I used to know named George. He used to know this guy that used to wear this hat. He would talk about this guy, like this yellow hat guy, like he's not good. He took him in the forest and treated him like he was dumb, and it's not good. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, that is kind of scary. Yeah, I don't want to go. Hold on a second.
Booding, booding.
Chum, look, Percy is saying, hey everyone, got the phone set up again. The scrap dealer is refusing to come down on the parts we need for repairs. 1,000 GP. Anyone want to split? No worries, if not, I can cover it for now, I guess. But someone else needs to buy pretzels. 1,000 GP. I will respond to him as well. Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying?
So that was it. I mean, is there any other questions you're asking of Cleveburn before he brings you back to the main strip?
Choom has responded in both group chats because he responded in the wrong group chat first, and then forwarded it to the.
So that's your way of telling Percival essentially. You saying you're going to buy the pretzels means, I guess, he's covering the 1,000 gold
Oh yeah,
1,000
that's what he offered.
Cost for the parts. Yes.
March is in the area. Depending on how much my stuff costs, I can contribute. But
I mean, you're
I have
just
no
getting
idea.
dongles and like other random accessories, right? Are you getting anything that would be considered non-standard, like non-miscellaneous things? Is there anything in particular, anything specialized that you're looking for? Because if not, then I'm gonna probably ring you up for like 5 GP for random
No,
cables.
it's going to be computer equipment, but even that, it's going to be because I'm expecting the stuff here to be obsolete. I'm looking for
accessories,
some obsolete
peripherals.
stuff, like especially like if I'm trying to interface with systems that are too antique for the modern world, I need something that works with it. Like if
why don't we call it 20 GP for
system,
bucket O cables? Or bucket O electronic parts. That's like
yeah. And then like the equivalent of a computer that runs Windows 3.11, one that runs Windows 95, and one that runs
Windows. Thank you.
XP. Yeah.
From Microsoft.
Yeah, no, well, I'm talking about equivalents to modern day. Like
And
this
there
is
are
like
plenty
the,
of
I
what-
need
there are
something that's
plenty
20 years
of-
old, 10 years old, and 5 years old.
They actually, I mean, they have like refurbished, like portable computing devices, like tablets that are like on older operating systems. Yes, they are a little on the slow side, but you might be able to at least tune them up to make them functional for what you need them for.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I'm
We're going to include the
keeping
tablets.
them
We'll call
on
it 50
hand
for the whole lot.
For if I have to go to the sticks and I need to interface with something that's old as hell, and I don't want to, I want something that can meet it where it lives. We're looking for not just state-of-the-art electronic countermeasures, but also absolute bum-ass duct tape countermeasures too, because the people
we'll see what
with
you're
the
able to sort of
state-of-the-art shit will
fabricate with
never
all that.
expect our bullshit.
That's true. We'll see what you're able to fabricate, with essentially all the different miscellaneous parts you just purchased. But yeah, we'll say 50 for the whole lot then, if you're including
All
like
right.
different tablets.
Wonderful.
and stuff.
50, and I will contribute another 250 to the community ship parts fund then.
Okay, so Percival covers the other 750.
Your phone rings, or beeps rather.
I GPAP you money for ship. Okay, Percival like looks down at his cellular device. This is a funny bit that we're doing. I think as long as we read them out loud, it should be good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Percival looks down at his phone
yeah.
and he goes, Percy, thanks for that. I GPAP you. Oh yeah, okay, GPAP me some money for ship repair. Good. Oh. We need to teach Lev how to use a stylus or something when he's using the keys. So this is tough.
I think it might actually be like his hands.
March, it's your turn to show Lev how to turn off caps lock, by the way.
I mean, it's not the
I've
showing
done
him
it.
how. Have you seen him try to operate this thing with these big meaty claws he's got there?
I keep telling him to use the stylus and he refuses to do it. I mean, it was a miracle that I got Brew to use the stylus on the ship.
True.
The problem is I haven't gotten an audio interface to work with him either. For shockingly similar reasons.
Our group sees the other three pulling up now in the buggy and being dropped off in front of what looks to be like some sort of wooden multi-storied like tavern building. And it's literally just called the Watering Hole. And the inn itself that is attached to the watering hole is called Elmer's Rest's Rest.
That's not on the nose or nothing.
They actually, the merchant that the scrap was purchased from is like elated that we've bought so much from their stand that like he actually is now following y'all as Percy's now walking towards the rest of you guys as he sees you pull up, and he's saying like, I gotta tell Bemis that y'all gotta stay. That first night's free. Y'all spent so much here. Please, be welcome. It's on me. All right. Like, let me just tell him we'll get you a free room and board. All right. consider it a token of my gratitude for your patronage. Please. If you ever need more scrap or any of that, you know who to come back to Sammy's Scrap Shack anytime. And he walks into and he he opens like the saloon doors and he just like shouts in, hey, we got some big spanners up in here. You make sure you treat them real nice. And then a bunch of people sitting in there and just a big yoo-hoo, and there's like music playing. There's actually a player piano in here that's just like playing some sort of some different tunes like all on its own.
Have we all come together at this point? Like kind of just like each other?
You're gathering back up. Glorp has hats in there, for everyone.
I did not get any groceries.
No groceries have been purchased.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fuck. And y'all, you guys end up inside of this, inside of the saloon, inside of the watering hole. You can see that there's as you enter, like the bar is in front of you. The rest of it opens out to the left, and then to the right is are the doors that kind of swing out towards where the inn is, and where the stairs can go up to all the different rooms. There's rooms on all floors. The proprietor does, in fact, mark y'all down for some free rooms. Even gets a round of drinks out of some sort of foamy beverage, but it is oddly green in color, and lines those up on the top of the bar. And he says, welcome to Elmer's Rest. Please be our guests. Tell us some stories. Tell us where y'all are from. Be merry, get something to eat. We got plenty of different things to satisfy any diet. We're just so happy to get some visitors after so long. It's just, these pirates, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
And just then, as in behind you walks in another human type figure. Looks got a big mustache that kind of comes out and it almost looks like it hangs down off his face, even though it is attached in almost sort of like a handlebar type way. Big black hat with the 6-pointed star on it. Comes in behind
Sheriff.
you and he says, so these are the travelers that I've seen coming in from out of town. I am Schwarzenegger, the sheriff. Welcome to our humble settlement. Don't be causing any trouble,
Oh, gosh. Nice to meet you. We're new in town. We're just here to have a good time. Maybe order some pretzels. Look over at the bartender.
Yes. Do as you wish. I just want to say hello and to make sure you're not here to cause trouble. Seems like you have spent good money here.
Oh, we'll be on the up and up with you. We're passing through. We're not trying to cause any trouble, although, if trouble finds us, we're going to find our way out of it, but hopefully not cause any disturbance along the way. But no, we're happy to do business here beyond the level and, be on our way without causing you any issues.
You can see that, he has what appears to be like a shotgun strapped, across his back, right, with on some sort of like sling. And he says, good. I wouldn't want to have to bump you out of here.
I like that. That's a good one.
Don't worry, sir. We've all got good attitudes.
And tips their cowboy hat.
These funny. It's a good joke. Yes.
When you laugh like that, Lev's eyes widen with horror.
Anyway, I that's it. Welcome to Timberfall. If you have any troubles, you come and find me at sheriff's office. Good day. And he tips his hat.
I stare him in the teeth and say, yes, take care, officer.
Bye.
All right, gentlemen, bottoms
You
up.
hear the way he laughs?
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Hop on the bar. I'm now sitting on the bar.
Has that laugh has now made Lev believe that everyone is a pirate
Oh
here
my
now,
God.
or a
A
vampire.
vampire.
Everyone is a vampire because you went
Yeah. The count.
like the count.
I was
And
waiting for
like,
five
and I
perfect
was like,
strangers.
yeah, I was like, oh fuck.
I will say,
So now Lev is very suspicious of that guy.
your rest begins at Elmer's Rest. Pretzels are divvied out, and drinks are shared.
Plentiful.
The locals all kind of gather around if any of y'all have stories to maybe regale them with. If you don't, that's fine. I mean, if you get a lot of questions like, oh, where y'all come from and all these different things. And, the conversations may go late into the night. It depends, I'll let you guys determine what it is that you do and do not choose to share. With all these folks, do you let them know at all anything about you guys? Do you tell them where you come from? I'm just curious, what information you would share as sort of the locals do try to get to know you as well as you are staying here with them. There is inevitably going to be conversations that happen.
Depends. Are they buying us drinks or what?
Yes, because you'll notice a lot of the vendors that you've spent good money at today are even offering to essentially chip in and order around. Just to kind of get you to stay longer, maybe buy some more stuff.
All right. Hey, I'm not usually the prettiest girl at the bar, so I'll take it.
So what do you?
Yeah, I start.
What do you tell them about yourselves? Do you tell them you're from Concordia?
Chum.
Do you tell them you're from the raft,
Yes.
like the flotilla? What do you share? It's like people are getting to know you.
All of it.
I was actually
ounce of
thinking
it.
about.
Okay. So Brew is just regaling everyone with essentially how y'all got here, pretty much the entire story.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. And there's a lot of gasps and jeers and from the audience oh wow, I never heard no Concordia. That sounds pretty insane. You mean there's another system out there we haven't discovered? Wonder how far it is.
Bro, I kind of want to hear Bruce.
March, on the other hand, is a little vague about his background and introduces himself as Case.
As Case. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So if anyone really presses, it would be Henry Case.
Okay. The night, the day kind of passes, right? Y'all are starting to, again, get comfortable, start to rest, recuperate after the events of the last, several days. We're going to say that it's nighttime. You notice that it took a while for the sun to set. And even as it's set, you notice that it kind of always almost maintains a certain twilight. It never seems to fully dip below the horizon, but you're definitely feeling tired.
Shroom's gonna make his way kind of to the table, hold up his drink in this twilight moment, in this place that's way too good for us, that we definitely don't deserve to be. He's gonna hold up his beer. He's go, hey, cheers to getting Case back. Cheers to Jam and whatever he's doing. Hell, cheers to Euclid, wherever he's doing right now. And cheers to us. We've come a long way. We've made it so far, and I'm just really proud of you guys. Cheers. He holds up his glass.
This is why Choom.
Choom, how many have you had so far?
This is why Choom should not drink
One.
with Lev and I.
Perfect. You've had one full human portion. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
That's the most unwanted natural 20 I think I've ever rolled in my life.
No, that's great. That's great. That's fine. All right. Well, the night's going to eventually wind down. You're all going to go retire to your rooms as we go to sleep, as we long rest and advance to the next day. Please, everyone, make me intelligence saves.
Oh no! Why couldn't it be a wisdom? Oh, mother! Jesus! Why? Why now? Oh God!
Intelligence saving
What is
throw.
it? A wisdom save?
Intelligence. which I have a +4 in for some reason.
You have
So-
plus
smart.
4
It's a dirty
intelligence?
Dir-
And I
Yeah,
was
I mean,
No, +4
artificers need
intelligence.
that
and
shit.
I was explaining to you things?
No, just being polite. My charisma's a
Oh,
9.
okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. That's fair. Translation is not necessarily intelligence. Okay, fair enough.
March.
14.
Hey, okay. Rue.
Can it
It's
be
just a
zero?
number. It's just a
Can it
number.
be a
Can
zero?
it be a zero? It can.
It's a 0.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
Glorp.
18.
Julie,
Glorp is the best at everything. I had a dirty 19.
and
That's
Lev.
crazy.
12.
What the fuck? Come on.
Rue,
Why brew again?
I mean, it was a raw 12.
you're sleeping soundly.
If it makes you feel better, it's also a nat 1. It's just I have a
Ooh.
-1, so it's a 0.
You are sleeping soundly in a very comfy bed in a very cozy room here at Elmer's Rest's Rest. But your sleep is disturbed by a dream. A dream of a jar.
Oh no.
You see it. You're sitting, meditating again in the cargo bay of the shuttle. Atop the table that once had the, cryo case atop of it. Now just an empty table. The jar sits atop of it, free from its shackles. It beckons to you.
Yeah.
I've missed you.
Wait, the jar can talk?
Open me.
Oh.
Open me.
You have no idea how much I want to open you right now.
I've come back to you, Brew. I was never going to stay away for long. All I need from you is to open me.
Just a little twist, huh? Just a little nudge.
Just one little. That's all.
Oh, even that. Oh, that sound. Ugh.
In fact, your dream is just now filled with the sound of just a jar popping open, just that satisfying twist, the rush of air exiting.
The escape of vacuum.
And that's where we call this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
So sad. Poor
Love it.
Brew. Ugh,
Sorry, bud.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to yet another episode. If you like us, you can find us on the internet. They say these days that links grow on trees, and well, by golly, they're right. If you go to linktr.ee/haplessheroes, you will find the tree of links in which you can peruse all of the areas of the internet that we exist. Among those different places, you will find what we consider to be the crown jewel of our internet presence, and we've mentioned it a few times even in this episode, and that's our Discord server. We are sharing, extra stuff like visual aids and other content. We're talking about episodes, in all their containerized threads. We're pulling names out of a name bucket. If you have name, like NPC names or other things you want to suggest for us to use in this campaign, we're always constantly engaging, in some ways with our audience there in our community, and it continues to grow every day, and I'm just so proud of it. I'm so proud of all of you. Hey, Discord users, I'm so proud of you. Just thought you needed to hear that today. And you too can be someone I'm proud of if you join our Discord server. Now, say you like us so much you want to say nice things about us, maybe in a constructive or more constructed fashion, well, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. All of that really helps us just kind of get more people to actually listen to the show and see it, because the algorithms that be out there doing algorithm things. And it also means a lot to us to see all your kind words. And hey, if we see those kind words you write about us, we will acknowledge you as the 5-star human being that you are, and say, hey, your podcast service doesn't allow you to leave reviews. Well, we have a 5-star channel in our Discord server. that you could say some nice things in that we'll see, or you could, I guess, if you happen to be listening to us on YouTube, you could, I guess you could like, subscribe, and comment. I guess you could do that.
You did it. Yeah.
I guess that is something that you could do, that you have the freedom to do as a human being. And so if you choose to do that, then we will see that too. And that would be cool, I guess.
You guess.
Anyway, say your love for us runs even deeper than that. Say you think a YouTube comment, that's for the birds. I want to throw money at you. Well, listen, we have a way for you to do that too. It's patreon.com/ApplesHeroes. There's also a link to that on the aforementioned link tree. We have a whole bunch of bonus content, including a whole bunch of things that I've definitely cut out of the episodes we recorded tonight that are definitely going to be going up in some sort of organized fashion, because there's been a lot of interesting, fun character building banter that just doesn't necessarily make it for the episode, but is still something that y'all deserve to hear. And I would encourage you to, maybe take a look and see for the price of a cup of coffee every month if that's worth it to you. We have 8 years of bloopers and other things from all the different things we've done in this show, and we also have some free content we're releasing on there in the form of like interviews and other out of character stuff. As we have the time to record it, release it, and do all that fun stuff. So check it out, see if it's right for you, and we would appreciate any and all support you are willing to offer. Now, that's all I really have to say. I've done my spiel, so I'm going to go ahead and outro my friends, my cast members, my crew, this wonderful party, starting on my virtual right with Lewis as Lev Zangief.
Slavic.
Oh my God. Bastion, Stream Delume.
Hold it in, bud. Hold it in.
Nicole is Glurp Glup Glup.
Wow, it's really warm in this room. I am covered in condensation and I should not be sleeping in a regular bed. This is a little embarrassing.
Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzbor.
Oh, the jar returns. How I want to open you so bad.
And Dave as March.
Good night, everybody.
I'm Francesco. I've been your host and DM. Tune in next time where totally nothing weird's going to happen at all.
Of course
Never at
not.
all.
Never.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.
Bye.
Bye.